Right, so okay, I'm going to now show you my new acquisition. This is the Castle class 5044 Earl of Dunraven in GWR lined green, and I've been having a play with it. Obviously you can't resist as soon as you get it. You've got to have a play, haven't you? And I'm very pleased with it, very pleased with it. So looking at the functions, we've got a front oil lamp. I'll just switch them on so you don't come on there. I'll put the sound on for you. And so there, the sound that you get while it's idle. We've got a long whistle, and we've got a short whistle. We've got buffer up, this one is buffering. And we have an active brake. That only happens when it's running, so I can't show you that in a minute. What I was really pleased about was this. I didn't realise this was there. I might have to move the camera to show you. But we've got fire glow. If you can see that in the engine, which I'm very impressed. I didn't realise that was in it. Very impressed. F7 is the drain cocks. F8 safety valve. F9 wheel groan is called. And then I've got to switch now to, bear with me, I'm not used to this, switch to function 10, which is a buffer clash. F11, the guard's whistle. And we've got shunt mode, which I don't know what that does. Couple up. And then it's got rear lights on, so I'm going to have to show you about this. So I'm going to move it, move the camera, I'll switch them on, and then I'll move the camera so you can see them. And very carefully pick the camera up, and I'll just show you around the back, and you can just see that red light on there. So that's really good, quite happy with that. And then, yeah, and that's all the functions, but I'm really pleased with it. And goes like a good one. So we'll set her going. And I like the effect as it comes through the drainage, the tunnel, the lights. You can see the red light as it disappears. Through the farm mounting, past the coal mine, and then coming back out the bottom. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I'll try and get coal box going in so you can see it a bit better. Broom coming round. don't see the firing on this time. I think we might just do it bit by bit each on a cycle, but we'll see how we go. We might light up as we go along, but yeah, it's a nice little engine. There we go, you see it going through. I really do like it. Overshot the station a little bit. I'll reverse it. Trainee driver, but it's really easy, you know. I mean, you've got good control of it. It's very smooth. For a second-hand local, I'm very, very impressed with it. Very impressed. So I'm just going to try and create a little running session. I'm going to have that one running round, and then my other ones, and see what I can do with them. Yeah, very pleased. 4F running around there. And coming through. Come up with there, but what I've then got, there it goes. Okay, what I've then got is the coal wagon is in the station. It's waiting to go out, but it can't go out until these points are changed. So the plan is now is to bring this one back into the station. And we've gone past the points, so that will pull up there. And then there he comes out. Now I'm going to go back to switch 1 and close that. And you can see switch 1 over there. That closes. He'll come running round. I do like this little F4. Very reliable. And hopefully we'll get a passing shot. And while I'm here, switch 5. There's the goal. And then I'll come off into the rails here. Switch 5 closing. And oh, sorry about that. And I just want to slow him down into the station, and then I can set that one off. So yes, I can now start to play with the trains on the layout. I'm finding it's a really different skill when you've got 3 locals on and you can only control 2 at a time, and you've got to be on the top of your game to make sure the switches you throw are the right switches so that they can go around to this effect. This is why I want to go to computerized, because I can set up a whole different ball game. But I do like this. I really do like this one. It's so good. So I'm going to bring the F4 in, or the F9. I must learn what's the difference between these. So I'm going to bring him in to the platform and halt. And then I can set the core one off again. But that's at the minute the sort of extent that I can do, which is enough for me for now. I've also got the option of diverting it down, obviously down to the harbour, which what will be the harbour. I'm just going to bring into the station. Yeah, pretty pleased. Now then, Sean from GWR Buckley made a comment on one of my videos how I made these little fence panels up. Yes, they're from matchsticks. I bought a pack of the stuff, really cheap. I just buy ordinary matchsticks. These aren't matchsticks, these are, you know, without the heads on. So they come in that length, as you can see there. Or you can go for, you know, your box of matchsticks and just fire off the heads, same size more or less. But I bought these from a modelling shop, and then cut two of them the same and cut the others into small sections like so, like that. Then basically all I've done is put a drop of glue on these two pieces and then drop these down on top one at a time, and this is a fiddly bit, one at a time, dropped it down on there. Now if you use some blue tack you can hold them together a lot better because they will move around, and a pair of these things is usually very handy, but you can see how bouncy they are. Once you've got them down on the glue, it's they do tend to stick. Just watch though, because they will jump about, but a bit of blue tack is good. And then you just layer them on until you've got the length. And it doesn't matter if they are different lengths, because the idea behind these fences is that they're all sleepers, and you can leave gaps. You can turn one on the side like that, you know, you can do all sorts. You can split them like that, but basically they then build up to that length. I then use a pair of snips to cut along that side there, cut along that side there, so I get different shapes of fences, different lengths of fences, but more or less all the same, and then painted them. And then what I've got to do is put a bit of weathering on them, because they're all one colour. Put a bit of weathering on them and then I'll glue them down. But simple, cost effective, nice solid fencing, and it's sort of prototypical of what you'd find, and therefore my allotments. But yeah, really good. You asked about the size, and basically they are, if I hold one up against the side of the wall of a kit, where are we there, they're just about the same height as a wall, standard wall, and then by the time I've trimmed them down, they're a little bit smaller. So if I bring a finished version, you'll be able to see that it's more or less about the same height. So I would imagine that's about 6 foot in N-gauge terms. So that's how I made them. Takes a while. What I tend to find is to use, I tried different types of glue, but wood glue is the best. It just takes a long time. You can use super glue, but be very careful because it will stick to you. But in the end, you know, you get a good effect. So that's how I did them. Hope that answers your question, Sean.